comments, and she like, my little rapper slash, what she call him? Rapper slash boxer slash something. I don't know. And I'm just like, the way these rappers be getting murdered, who the fuck would want their son to be a rapper these days? I know good and well I wouldn't want my son being no fucking rapper. She loves it. I know she praised the fuck out of that boy. I know that.
And the Seminoles will put total leather to crank us up.
She praises that boy.
On the run from inside his own 5.
She praises the hell out of that boy. Well, they ain't her. That's her son. She loves him. I get it.
And here's the man they want to get the ball to.
But at the end of the day, for me, nah. As for my son, nah.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over.
As for my son, fuck no.
They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open.
For people.
They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring him 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing.
Well, definitely Atlanta more than likely ain't coming.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground to try to move the chains. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches.
Like his daddy taking pictures on Facebook with his gun hanging out his waist.
Throw the football or run. The offensive side of the football.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And the Tar Heels have enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads it left. And this
But he be praising his daddy so much.
Forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The give to the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Dances away to buy time. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. 3rd down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with 1st and goal.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive.
Oh, my God.
And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Stupid, not better than that.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. These two dudes are both come off the edge and wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks are having a trouble working today. You hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed in the backfield. It's over. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On the run, it's Sawyer. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second.
Yeah.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Gets open down the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Tar Heels look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run the toss. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Did you tell Ted your mama tried to leave Zanaya to
He
do
takes
something?
this from inside the 5.
Did I tell you
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that
And
offense.
Zanaya was knocking on the window.
This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4...
He lobs one high down the left side. And this
So
is
look like a month
dropped.
later, right?
Incomplete
I asked
pass.
Mom
He
to
had a
take the
huge
start.
gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10 after the previous play.
Girl, Zanaya almost had a first
He's
catch.
looking
And
to
I said,
throw.
no, I'm not going to start.
Safe completion on the
I'm
screen.
going to sorry.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like
My
running the
mom
screen
said sorry
right
to
behind him.
the
Did a great
window
job
before.
throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That's right. You
New
can't use
set of
survive
downs after
me.
that completion.
Nigga, you wasn't there all the
Now
damn
Ryan
time.
Davis
Shit.
here.
You did
You
go
want
to
to make
prison.
sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Seminoles in the hurry up.
It didn't charge.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It didn't charge.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on
So
him.
that's fine. We can hook the extension cord up to it and plug it
No
up.
return coming here. Fair catch is signal for and made.
You do got a block. You and Zanaya got that regular iPhone block
North
upstairs.
Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is...
Snags it down the right side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's complete. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the outside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the board.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fix.
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. He hung in there as long as he could, and it paid off.
What toughness. I mean, QB just hanging there, knowing you're going to get hit, but still throwing a strike down the field. Offensive linemen are going to love that guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and he loses the football on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. See if they can get it done on second and goal. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give to Davis. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The lone back's got it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Did you find the block?
Guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
It's wrapped up, hanging on the front porch, on the arm, on the thing.
Lead to break down, thanks to the surgical precision.
I don't know what happened to our green one.
Honestly, take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. They're working that left side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. It's a draw. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
He's tackled at the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
I got a story.
What's wrong?
Where's the person? Let's stop with this.
The thing ain't working?
Where's the person?
What you mean?
Didn't get much on first down.
That's why I was trying to avoid doing this shit. I was going to blow it up yesterday.
Okay, hold on.
I hate doing shit like this when the food is in the oven. See if they got one in family. I'm going to try not to stress out right now.
All right, I'll be back. Yeah, they got one at Academy Sports for $11. Yeah, it's $11. Um, Walmart got one. It's 14. Yeah, but I was gonna go to I don't need nothing from now.
Where's our chairs at?
What chairs, baby?
The ones that we, like our beach chairs. We had them over here. And I don't have them in my trunk. Are they in the trailer?
Maybe.
Because that pool was in the trailer. All right, can you kind of... Yeah, and then the bug spray, I think, is at Walmart.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and start the shaking up. The shaking.
Uh-huh.
Trying the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
I can.
Touchdown, North Carolina. And the punishment has been extended. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those
babysitter.
You know you can run inside out.
You said babysitter?
Get some first downs. Get
Why?
some positive momentum.
Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's Mung. And he's brought to the ground, but not before.
Why would you have to babysit her? Let her act funny.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
I think you feel like you gotta babysit her because, like, if you don't show her no attention, she gonna throw it in your face. I know what it is. That's some middle school little girl stuff.
He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. Underneath toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, no!
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors.
She can't make TJ do shit.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up by 31 over Wake Forest.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck what her and TJ do.
You should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He'll try the left side. At the 35, he's loose. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally...
That's because no matter how much shit they talk about your mama don't got a problem with nobody.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what.
I'll stop by and see, but as of right now, it's looking like Walmart or Academy Sports.
Run the football, eat that clock.
slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This offense has to get this guy.
We'll have a pump. Guess what? Next time we want to use the pool, we got our own pump.
Power football with the run.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball
Right
game,
side of
really
everything.
Establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Is Ted coming?
Fire now on second down.
Oh.
He's looking to throw.
What text she wanted you to send?
Good job to fight another play.
The defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks.
saying what she is basically saying, fuck him.
And that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
On third down, going up top. And the quarterback
oh, she got him blocked.
Down at the 11-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles.
I tried calling her to come outside to smoke that weed that day we was over there, but I forgot.
Throwing it,
It didn't
and they're
go through.
pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it. As you saw it on that sack there.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up
about
every
that
bit
action
yardage he
point,
could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Across the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Dude.
After that huge
what you doing?
Play right back at him on first
Come on.
and 10 from inside the 15. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming.
She going on her trip next week, right?
Fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David,
Jeremiah Cushion, them already gone.
Erasing the mental mistakes.
Same play.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you.
Yeah, Jeremiah Cushion, them, they,
it's a heads up play right
because they come back the day Taya come in.
Nobody's open.
So Taya leave win.
Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another
Then
day.
she said the 11.
Grab near the marker. It's Hope.
Because I remember her and Cooch talking about it.
But it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Now on first and 10
They
from
leave
the
the day
27.
Taya come in.
He's
Same
gonna
result
pass.
too. That's crazy.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll try to do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4 wideout set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the
Look
ball
at his boy, Sheree.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
But that ain't helium. Y'all use air to blow that up, right?
That penalty moves the ball back 10
No, that
yards.
ain't helium.
Replay the down. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Y'all blew it up with that pump, right? No, babe, that's air.
They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on
That's not helium, babe. Helium comes in a tank.
And this is exactly where you're going.
Where's it at? Where the helium at?
You've got the lead late in the football game. Just run the football, keep the clock. And they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. Offense bringing in the big boys,
Okay.
heavy personnel.
You can take it back. Hell, you could have blew the pool up with that.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab inside the 30. There he goes to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where...
Nah, it's okay. I'm about to leave. I'm going to get the pump. It ain't number $10. I'm going to get it.
Staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think
all right.
the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking in to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
Blow it up. Yeah. Damn, I can't believe my stomach decided to do this today.